And we're back. It's your boy, Wardo Jackson, CEO, founder, creator of the great Cinema Draft game and Draft Stream Alpha Test game also. And once again, it's that time.
Yeah.
You know them, you love them. It's time for the tripod. First of all, and we
we had a
going in
catch
order of attendance. Who got here first? Welcome back to our writer, producer extraordinaire, formerly of Dynasty. Does he have some news to break for us today? I don't know. But the WBW, it's Kevin A. Garnett.
Hello, greetings.
Go.
Anything is possible.
There you go. My neon sign. Anything is possible. All right. And also, education sensation, the faceless wonder. It's your boy, G. Nice.
What up,
Nice.
people? What up,
Nice.
people?
That's
No
right.
avatar.
And our Andy Cohen-inspired Watch What Happens Live style drinking game tonight shall be the word again. Every time you hear one of us say this word, take a sip of what you're sipping. It's nice pod. We'll once again end up covering our favorite movies we're seeing. Wow, we're seeing as movies that are being made about movie making. There we go. Sorry, messing my own script. All right. Anyway, so our Watch What Happens Live word tonight shall be the word cinema. There we go. That'll be our word tonight. Sorry, messed up my own script. We're doing this live, damn it. Live in the cut.
There you go. I love it. Wait, so what is in that cup you just drank?
We'll do it live.
We do it live, damn it. My cup, my jug, pure water. I'm on this weird Abascal diet thing, whatever. Your boy's too fat.
What? What was that word?
It's called Abascal diet. Basically, I'm pseudo vegan for the next 3 months. It's gonna
Eduardo
be
Hart's Abashell. How does it go?
Wait, what's the word?
It actually is called the Abascal. It's actually made by this woman out in Washington State, Vashon Island. It's super popular out there. People drop like 40, 50 pounds in like 4 or 5 months. They lower their blood pressure. Some people even lose diabetes. It's crazy. And it's basically you can't eat.
I don't know that it's medically possible to lose.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
That's not the terminology, but it is possible.
It is. Anything is possible. No, it's an anti-inflammatory diet. I can't eat any dairy, sugars, wheat, red meat, pork, alcohol, or peanuts. Pretty much everything I love. But I can do, but I'm supposed to eat a lot of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, proteins from beans and soy, seafood, no way, chicken, eggs, seeds, and nuts. And so basically I'm eating a lot of plant-based stuff. And I lost 5 pounds the first week, so we're on our way. You know what? Air horn for myself, damn it. All right. And y'all, and that was my something good, damn it. Y'all tell me something good. We're in the midst of a global pandemic, aka Dat Rona. It's forcing us to stay home. The social contract's on fire. I'm so desperate for good news. Kevin, tell me something good.
I got a new job. I was going to say that to the end, but I got a new job. That's a good thing.
All right. Nothing you can announce on this podcast, though.
It's a show called Republic of Sarah, show run by Jeffrey Paul King of Elementary fame or whatever. And, story about a young woman and her friends taking their small town in rural New Hampshire and making it its own country. It's going to be on the CW whenever we can shoot stuff again.
That sounds awesome. First of all, that sounds like a Netflix show, but awesome. Congratulations.
Wait, is it a comedy or is it a drama?
It's a drama. It's a, drama. There's some humor.
Is it set in modern times or?
Modern times, yep.
Interesting. So she secedes from the United States. She has her own little country.
Yes. A big company tries to come over and take over the town, and their solve to keep them out is through grounded and legal loopholes. There's a way that they do it. So.
Well done. You know what? Actually,
is that recent? The Job.
The Job. What?
Was The Job recent?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like popped up in June.
Oh, congratulations.
No, I mean, did you get The Job recently?
Yeah, I got it in June.
Oh.
It's just July, G. Nice. Stay up. Stay with us. I know we've all been in our Zoom rooms.
I filled up the tub for my kid.
Hey,
You're doing way better.
Father of three. That's something good. That's an accomplishment.
I, I filled up the pool in the backyard, and they spent 4 hours in it. It was a great use of time.
Listen,
Well, congratulations to both of you, especially you, WBW. Keep getting them checks. Working Black writer, especially with all the tension in Hollywood. Not only when production's going to start, but also nailing down you guys' writers' contract. WGA, real quick update. We good?
We're good. They're sending it to the membership to vote. I'm sure it will be ratified quite strongly, like 99%.
Nice. We finally gonna get a peek under the Netflix hood.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But the fact that we're all also healthy during this time of Corona is also something to celebrate.
Amen.
Bruh.
All right. Well, let's go to my favorite segment. What we're watching. And I am going to share my screen as we go down. The first thing I'm watching, it was actually a really good weekend to watch new things. I spent it with our girl Charlize Theron in The Old Guard. Did either of you all see The Old Guard this weekend?
I did see The Old Guard this weekend.
Oh, well, do tell. What do you think of it?
Did you though?
I did. We
all the way.
we watched it. Did you see it and not enjoy it? G Nice?
I have not seen it, but I've read the book, so I'm better than both of you.
Okay, fine. I was impressed. She's turning herself into quite the action star here.
Yeah, man. She's
with the Mad Max joint and then this, and great ensemble. I'll let you talk about it as well. But Gina Prince Bythewood, I don't know if you saw, but she just signed on. It was just announced today that she's going to be directing Viola Davis in a movie about a female general, African female general in the 18th and 19th century. I forget what it's called, but it's like a new thing. But Gina Prince's stock is rising like crazy, as if it wasn't already hot.
Yeah, Black filmmakers. They have life cycles. So I am actually glad to see her on the rise again. And it is a far cry from Love and Basketball. The action of this was legit. The choreography of it was great. Our girl Charlize. She's getting like the props that you would give like an aging male, action star. What they call the Denzel's old man action phase. Now like her middle age action phase, and I love to see it. She's legit. I actually like the haircut on her too. This is, not a lot of women can pull off short hair. She can. Kiki Lane does her thing. Always good to see Chiwetel.
It was smart. It was very smart, very good. I was impressed.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Very, very good stuff. And I like the premise. Basically, the premise is, Charlize Theron leads a squad of shadowy, fairly immortal assassins who globetrot to take out threats to humanity until Chiwetel Ejiofor, this narc, former CIA guy, CIA alumni character, tracks him down and puts him on blast. And they're always trying to stay out of the limelight because they're thousands of years old. So I thought that was really cool. I like the way it came together, and a very good Netflix watch. That's one thing I'm watching, and the other thing I'm watching, actually starred.
Did he write it?
Who's that?
Who wrote it?
The old guard. Good question. Who did write this? How do I get out of the screen? I don't know. Okay, let's go. The Old Guard. I don't know. Actually, I know all about the director. Charlize produced it, and she always has excellent taste. Greg Rucka.
He did write it. Good for him.
Oh, based on his graphic novel. Okay, yeah.
He has a bunch of really, really good comics, and they've turned them into movies, but the last one wasn't strong. You guys remember it was with the chick who was in, oh God, now I'm the old man. The Lycans, the vampire movie, The Lycans, what's her name?
Yeah, not Underworld. Underworld, yeah. Kate Beckinsale.
No, it's not Underworld. Kate Beckinsale, and it takes place in Antarctica. It's called Whiteout. And it's an okay movie, but it's a really, really good book. And he does very good work. That show, the show on ABC right now, Stumptown, that's him too. That's his.
Oh
that's
yeah, I
his.
enjoy Stumptown. I like Stumptown.
Greg Rucka's legit. He's legit.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah. Keep getting the checks, Greg Rucka. All right. And the other show I'm watching, and we talked about this extensively throughout the week on the pods, on the strategy pods. It's P Valley.
How is it?
Yes, and I think I tagged you in a tweet.
Yeah.
One of your former co-stars, Shannon Thornton. Yo, she gets busy in this one. Basically, P Valley. It's about a dirty South strip club run by a fierce cross-dressing proprietor named Uncle Clifford, and seen through the eyes of its newest member, high yellow woman running from an abusive past, but with a talent for exotic dancing. The reason why I even say high yellow is that colorism is a huge theme in this, as is the strains of the church versus the club, and has a really hot soundtrack, pro sports worthy cinematography. I mean, like how Hustlers made J-Lo look. It's similar to how they make these dancers look. I mean, the lighting's great. The set design, it's really good. I enjoy it. And I mean, not that it would take much for a strip club based, show, but there's actually a real story here, and the script is really slick. You'd enjoy it, Kevin.
I will check it out at some point. We got it on the DVR, so.
No, it's good. It even trended briefly on Sunday night. And one of my tweets, just pop my caught a little bit, was I think retweeted and liked by Katori Hall, the creator. So, but I was on this early. I watched this at like midnight on Saturday night because I was excited for this one. And also, it's a very big part of my call sheet too. And I did win again this week. I swept both first, second, and the low ball. But I was very excited about this because I just thought that anytime they bring you into a new world, or a little often covered world, like like a down south strip club, and like the trailers promised it would be, I thought it had potential, and it really did deliver. Excellent script, excellent soundtrack. I had nothing but love for it. All right, what y'all watching?
Nice. What do you got?
I'm watching. What am I watching? I've watched. I can't concentrate to watch anything, so that's been hard. But I tell you what I have been watching. So I don't know if you guys do this. Sometimes I'll pick up a show that I'm watching that I know I don't have to pay attention to, so I can like do dishes. Right. So like, I started watching this show called, what's it called? Burden of Proof.
Burden of Proof.
It sounds familiar.
Listen. It is. I think it's called Burden of Proof.
Feels like
Burden
TNT.
of Truth.
Burden of Truth. Yeah. Burden of Truth. Yeah. It's with Lana Lang from Smallville, and it is so not very good, but I can't stop watching it. And the truth of the plot is whatever. The plot's kind of silly, but if I know she's the producer on this, and if I was her, I'd be so proud of this because it's really interesting. Like,
good job.
She's the main character. She's got the story where she's got she's got a sketchy father who's white, but she has a Chinese mom. She brought that in. And then she's got like all these subplots about race in Canada. So it's like small Canadian town. It talks about like, there's this whole storyline on like indigenous culture in Canada. And I don't know that much about it, but it's like super thoughtful. And it's like, it shouldn't be that interesting, but it is. Like it's still super like, and it's like small and Canadian. And it's like, it's not like I'm making it sound better. It's not good, but it's like, if she was working on a show, I could totally feel like I'm proud of my work. Because it's like thoughtful. I'm making it sound like you guys are gonna actually check it out, but it's not really.
I am not.
I don't know if it's good, but it's like really fast. It's almost, if you watch it with the vein of like she's making these calls, it's kind of interesting. Like tons of people of color work on this show. It's just it's kind of fascinating.
Well, we support.
That's what I watch when I do dishes, and I've watched all the way to the second season. Strangely. Because the plot's pretty light.
A lot of dishes.
Right. What about you, Kevin?
I'm watching I May Destroy You, first of all.
Yes. What do you think about that? We talked about that on last week's pod.
It's great. I'm a couple episodes behind, but like Love Chewing Gum. Love Homegirl Michaela Cole. Been doing a
Is
deep
it
dive
good? I
into
heard
her.
it's good.
It's good. It is.
It's disturbing.
Yeah, it's disturbing. It's not exactly a comedy, but there are dark, funny moments, and it's all about consent, if you will. A lot of it, and she's great in it. She wrote all the episodes, I think. She
And
may have
directed a few
directed.
too.
Yeah, and it's definitely, it's not chewing gum. That's for sure. But in all the best ways, it's sort of something that, for a lot of people will be necessary viewing. I think it will actually help a lot of people sort of deal with trauma. And I guess she was assaulted by two guys in between this and chewing gum, which sort of inspired a lot of the plot lines on this. But
Oh.
I would definitely recommend it. But it's not a judicious sort of show.
Look at us throwing out shows. We're like, it's good, sort of, but
No, it's actually
It's very
excellent.
good. It's just hard to watch.
It's a tough hang. Yeah, it's a tough hang.
And then
No, go ahead.
no, I was going to move on to something else. If you
No, go for it. Go for it.
Now we're also starting to watch the Perry Mason on HBO.
How far are you on Perry Mason?
I'm only 2 in.
You like how he got fucked into the wall?
Seems to have nothing to do with the original Perry Mason, from what I can tell. I don't think I saw the original Perry Mason, but I thought it was a courtroom thing.
It was, but apparently it's off of a series of books, and I guess in the first few books, Perry Mason actually is a detective, and then he transitions into becoming a lawyer, which is why we saw that snippet of him on the stand actually being a better lawyer than his lawyer.
Mm-hmm. But it's HBO. This guy's a great actor from The Americans, and
yeah, he does a good job.
It's HBO. They're spending money. They're giving you the whole vibe. Not a lot of. They do squeeze in a few people of color, I was going to say.
Oh, I love her, Veronica Falcone from Queen of the South. I was very happy to see her in all her glory.
Oh yeah, but that's I'm into it. Are you caught up on it, or where are you?
I'm one behind. I've gone through, I guess, the first 3 or 4. I haven't seen Sundays. Are you watching this, Greg G?
No, I haven't started. I haven't started, but I want to. But I was just saying, did you guys see? He had the Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. He was in the Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood movie.
I saw that. I didn't like it.
I heard not great. I heard it was just fine.
Exactly. It was just fine. Like, I wanted more, honestly, on Mr. Rogers. They made it all about him, and everyone's here to see Tom Hanks do Mr. Rogers. And his Mr. Rogers was excellent. I wanted more of that, less of him.
Yeah, but Mr. Rogers apparently didn't have a ton of scandal.
Yeah,
so they were like, okay, let's find somebody else with scandal. Anyway, I think he's a really gifted actor.
Yeah,
I haven't seen this, but I want to see it. Have you guys? I started watching. Do you guys watch Hannah?
Oh, I love Hannah. I'm done through season 2. What do you think so far?
Well, we can't stay awake, but we've seen 2 into season 2 now.
Okay.
I like it. I mean, I like it. I always like that premise. And then the other thing I was watching, have you guys seen this? Is I've watched, again, this is one of those ones where I'm sort of watching Dead to Me.
Oh, I love Dead to Me. Yeah.
I saw the first few.
Yeah, I'm through both seasons. And I guess we're going to wrap it up with the 3rd and final. How far are you, G Nice?
Like 6 into, like halfway through the 2nd season.
Okay.
It doesn't totally make sense. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's entertaining.
Oh, it's totally ridiculous.
They're like
I like them though. Like, their chemistry is really great.
Yeah, they're super talented. It's a talented cast. It's a talented crew. They do a nice job. It just doesn't really make no sense. Doesn't make sense at all.
I love Linda Cardellini's Judy too. She's always so apologetic. She's like,
yeah, I hear nothing but good things about this show, besides what you just said.
It's beyond absurd. And I do think Christina Applegate, as fun as she is, like, there's some level of she could be really harsh sometimes. Like, between this character and the Up All Night, she's kind of got the you're a fucking idiot down.
Really,
whoever it is she's talking to is a fucking idiot,
Yeah, anyway. Me. All right, well, Good. We are going to keep it moving. Since one of us has a hard out. All right. We're going right into our shows for our topic for the evening. And of course, I'm going to keep it on the screen share, damn it, whatever. And basically this week we are doing our top 3 movies about movie making. The way it works is one of us names a movie about movie making. We alternate picks. Once someone picks that movie, it is officially out of play. Chocolate Cardinal, even I have this written in the script because I knew you'd be on time. Since you were on time, first here, you get to go first.
Beautiful.
First of all, that's not even fair. Like he can go first. He's welcome to go first, but if that's the criteria, that doesn't make any sense.
How does it not make any sense? I already knew you weren't going to be on time, so I wrote
That's
it.
what I'm saying. That's like saying that doesn't make any sense.
First come, first serve. It's like an expression that people use. Okay.
It's writer shit. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Let's keep it moving. The first movie, I have to pick this because otherwise I fear it will be taken off the board quickly.
Yes, I feel this too. That's the only reason that I'm uncomfortable with this, because I feel like I know what he's about to say, and I'm really irritated.
Bamboozled, yes.
Oh, I did not have that. That was not the one we had. Okay, which is a disgrace because that was our Cinema Draft quarantine movie of the week just a couple weeks ago. Go ahead, expound.
Spike Lee, great American filmmaker. This concept about just examining art. Damon Wayans in a more of a dramatic sort of a role, producing this show and attempting to produce a show that will get him fired or get kicked off the air, which is essentially a minstrel show. And but when they put it on, everyone loves it. Your boy Rappaport is great in this. Savion Glover with you don't see him. I don't see him act a lot. He was good in this.
Jada before pre-Red Table,
pre-entanglement.
Entanglement, yes.
Just a great examination of art. Mos Def was in this, yes.
Yeah, Mos Def. Well, yeah, the Revolutionary Brother, the Mau Mau's.
The Mau Mau's, yes. Just dealt a lot with sort of iconic minstrel imagery and just sort of what Black people's place in art is, especially when it's not just for us, by us. It's Black art that's put on display and can be judged and seen by other cultures. And what does that mean? This guy, I don't know that actor's name.
Oh,
he's
Thomas
in a lot of
Bird. Yeah.
In a lot of Spike Lee joints. He's great, like great voice, great presence. Yeah, I had to take it off the board because that's one of the first movies that came to mind when you put the subject out there.
Well, I'm glad it came up first to your mind because it totally eluded my list, probably because I covered it so extensively over the last few weeks. Can't believe I forgot about it, but you're absolutely right. It's a great show, great example of it. And sadly, it's still timely today. A lot of stuff they're talking about, and this came out in 2000, 20 years ago. It literally was my movie of the year when I saw it. I think I saw it in September or something. I'm like, shut it down. I don't need to see any other movies. It's my movie of the year. It made nothing, like 2.5 million. That's my money in there. I went and saw it.
Really?
Oh yeah, it made nothing, and it took him. I mean, they didn't want to fund it. I think he had to come out of pocket to finish it. There's so many like kind of horror stories about him finishing this movie, but he got it done, and it's to me it's a classic. It's one of the ones that's often overlooked in his oeuvre, but it's outstanding. It's great, and the worst part is that it's so bad. It's so wrenching, like seeing those images on screen. You just have to laugh. It's so over the top, stereotypical. You have to laugh, otherwise you'd be crying or angry the entire time. There were some millennials I'm friends with in this like entertainment Slack group, and they watched it the first time and they were just like horrified. They were like, they're a little pro clutchy.
It's not. It's him.
No, it's not.
A lot of microaggressions going on, a lot of macroaggressions going on, but yeah, I still enjoy it. I think it's an excellent use of satire, and satire is probably, outside of maybe a legitimately good rom-com, satire is probably one of the hardest genres to nail in writing. So I thought he did a great job.
Yeah. Also just watched The Five Bloods, but I'll leave that for another time.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Let's move along.
Weird movie. All right, G Nice, you're next.
I'm second. Ooh. Okay.
Do you want to be third?
I have to say this now because Well, I'll be third because I don't think you're gonna take mine.
All right, well, fine. Then I'll go next. And I mean, this isn't even like my favorite movie about movie, but I have to take this off the board because this is easily gonna be, at very worst, a second round pick. It's The Player. You gotta do The Player.
Oh.
It's the quintessential movies about movie. Tim Robbins, 92, Robert Altman, all about that studio life, all the gossip and the relationships and situationships and all sorts of stuff. And, the star-studded cast for the time, if you consider, Peter Gallagher star-studded and whatnot. But Tim Robbins at the height of, fresh off Bull Durham, I believe. So, yeah. Good stuff. Everyone you like is in this. So, the Player, taking off the board.
Boom.
Yeah, I didn't like this movie.
Go ahead third. Since no one has anything else to say about it.
It wasn't a classic to me, but
you think it's a classic?
I said it was not a classic to me.
No, I just feel like it was fine. He's interesting to me because I feel like his career, I think he does a solid job, but I've never looked at him and I've been like, man, when what he brings to a movie is so good. You know what I mean? Like,
are you talking about Tim Robbins or Robert Altman?
I'm talking about Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins.
Like, I thought the movie in general was fine, but I think like it's not like he. Yeah, I thought it was fine. I didn't like. I see it again. I don't have like a negative opinion about it, but I was just like, eh. You know what I mean?
It's not like I love it.
Like,
I like it fine, but I'd just say this is like when people think about movies, about making movies, this is like usually in the first round draft pick. So gotta get off the board.
Well, I will say this. I think in general, movies about movies are hard because I think most people don't relate and don't care. So I think most people, like, in order to pull off that plot, it's got to be like something that sort of gets the person, someone who's not like into movies, someone who just generically goes to movies, doesn't really give a shit whether they're negotiating over the script and who's being slimy in the background. You know what I mean? So I feel like these kind of movies, in order to make them click, they've got to be something special. And I feel like this was good, but it's got a ton of talent on it. Yeah. So this movie is kind of like, what's the other one he did? About kids, the Coen brother movie he's got. He's the star of the Coen brothers movie. He jumps out of a window.
Where art thou? No.
Is it about Barton Fink or something?
No.
You sure it's not Brother, Where Art Thou?
Tim, yep, it's with him. I want to say George
Clooney?
Cool Hand Luke's in it with him.
Cool Hand
Luke. We have to look now. It's like the fourth Coen brothers movie.
Wow. First of all, you lose yourself in his IMDb. He never stops.
Hudsucker
Proxy, yeah.
Oh, I never saw
Hudsucker Proxy. Again, it's the kind of thing. He's there. He's got every scene, but I'm not like, all right, cool. He's got every single scene in that movie. Same with The Player.
He's extremely tall. He's like 6'7". He towers over everybody. It's ridiculous.
Is he that tall?
He's 6'7", yeah.
Really?
Okay, all right. So what's your movie? What's your first movie?
Okay, my movie, I'm gonna take it out the board. This is not. If I was putting this in order, this would be number one for me. But I'm saying it now so no one doesn't take it. And I've used this movie in the past because it's consistently one of my favorite. But in movies about a movie is Bowfinger. Booyah!
Yeah, that was on my list. Well played.
That shit is front to back the shit. It's so good. I will watch it over and over again. It's consistently funny. So many.
Keep it together. Keep
it together. No, Eddie Murphy in this. Eddie Murphy's done multiple movies with multiple characters. He does that all the time, right? He's really good at it. But for whatever reason, this one was so subtle, right? It's not tons over the top. It's not huge prosthetics or anything like them. It's just braces and like body language. You know what I mean? Like, and a little bit of hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's so good at this, but it's so subtle. Yeah. You remember the scene where she's looking up at the sky at the very end. She's doing that pose and she goes up and down. You can't see me. Okay, that sucks. But like, she's going up and down and she's screaming, the aliens are coming. The aliens are coming. It's right at the end of the movie. It's fucking hilarious. It's so stupid, but it's so funny. This movie I want to watch this tomorrow. This movie's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen this in a while, but I remember, I think I saw it in the theater, loved it, enjoyed it. I think I saw it a few times outside of that. It's a fun movie. I mean, it's fun. He's funny in it. I enjoy it, Bowfinger. And a lot, I'm not sure if it would be, it probably would be very memeable if it came out today, but all of Eddie's stuff, the kid, didn't he play like another role too, like the action star who was too busy to do the movie or something like that?
Yeah, he plays the action star, and he plays his brother, his twin brother ends up doing his stand-in.
Yeah.
But Steve, what the hell's his name? Steve, the main guy. I can't
Martin.
Remember. He's great, but he's like the least important character. Like, he is playing the straight guy, and every character in this is hilarious. It's really good front to back, and the plot is so simple. It's like the great example of, like, you don't need something over the top. You just need a really simple, clean plot, and you just have talent. Just let them flourish. The lady from The Good Wife is in it, and she's great.
What, Juliana Margulies?
No, I don't remember her character's name.
Well, now I must look.
Look.
Baranski. Yes, Christine Baranski.
She's great. Heather Graham's great. Jamie Kennedy's funny in this. Like, it's just, it's really funny.
Downey Jr. Yeah, pre-Marvel.
He's got a little cameo. He's talking on the phone that's not connected. It's really, really great.
All right, good one, Bowfinger. All right, so what's your second pick, KG?
Solid pick, G Nice. There are two natural movies to go on after this one, but I'm not going to pick either one of those. I am going to go to my number 3 pick, actually, Adaptation, which is more about a writer's life. And, it's Charlie Kaufman, the great screenwriter. Nicolas Cage plays 2 characters, speaking of sort of mannerisms and whatnot. And it's all about this writer guy it's essentially Charlie Kaufman was hired to adapt a book. And instead of adapting that book, he wrote this movie about a writer struggling with adapting a book. And he created this twin brother character to himself, and he is his twin brother try to work this thing out. It's funny.
Wait, Ed, you've never seen it?
What's that?
Ed, you've never seen it?
No, of course. No, I've seen it. I love Adaptation. I think I owned it for a while.
I thought he was telling you the plot for you.
No. We're for our listeners, for all 12 of our listeners. He's explaining the plot.
Right. This is a great call. This movie, good
Meryl Streep in it too.
Oh yeah, and Chris Cooper's in it. Chris Cooper's awesome.
Didn't he get nominated for this, or
he did? I'm pretty sure he did.
It's so smart. It's so smart. Nicolas Cage can be wild, right? So Nicolas Cage has these moments of like, what? But like, he was so in the pocket in this. Like, he did both characters. He played them. He committed to both. Nothing was over the top. Nothing was too crazy. He was almost muted. You know what I mean? And he was really, really, it's one of the, Charlie Hoffman's obviously very good, but this was such a clever fucking script.
And it was almost like the weirdness of Kaufman and the weirdness of Cage, like perfectly.
Yeah.
aligned.
And speaking of Kaufman and weird, where's Kaufman been these days?
I don't know, that Schenectady, New York thing. I think
that was a while. Yeah, Synodoche, New York, and that was weird.
Whatever it is.
And I saw it in the theater. It was strange, but I don't think we've heard much of him since. Charlie Kaufman, what he's been up to.
Oh, and it's Spike Jonze, by the way, too. He because Spike did the first movie too, right? Being Malkovich.
Look at that, a 6-year gap. A 6-year gap between script. That's wild. And then he did a TV movie. Oh, that's weird.
But that's a lot of times they'll put TV movie for a pilot that didn't go.
Oh, did not know that. Inside dope, everyone. You Cinema Draft podcast listeners.
Yeah, so if it got produced and everything, but they didn't put it on air, sometimes they'll list it as a TV movie.
Interesting.
I can't remember. I mean, I'm sure he was rewriting stuff.
Oh, I thought he did. Didn't he do something for? I thought he did something on Netflix. I Well, maybe that's what this is. I'm thinking of ending things. That's what this is. This is coming out. Yeah, this is gonna be on Netflix, I believe, on the 4th. Yeah, Clemens, Tony Collette, Jesse Buck. That's a great cast. Yeah, this could be a Kaufman-essence. He might be making a comeback with this one. That's a good cast.
What was the word?
Kaufman-essence.
That's a good call. That's a good movie.
All right, Adaptation. That's a good one. My second one. Oh, good.
4 really good movies. Just do Nicolas Cage movie. He's got 4 really good movies. This one, it's this one, obviously, Las Vegas. Then he's got Valley Girl, original Valley Girl. He's awesome in. And then
say it.
You want to say Face Off? I'm not going to say Face Off.
Come on. That defeats the purpose. You have to say Face Off.
Oh, I was going to say The Weatherman, but Face Off is also pretty good, actually. But that movie's also absurd. That's like a dead to me. It doesn't make any fucking sense, but it's awesome.
And people are already talking about, like, I mean, I'm not sure if this is like fan fiction, but I thought I heard like legitimate scuttlebutt that they're thinking about rebooting Face Off.
Really? I think I may have heard that too.
All right, so I'm not imagining that. How fun would that be? I mean, do that for like a new audience, millennial audience. Like, who would you cast? And yeah, real quick, cultural cul-de-sac. Who would you cast?
No, it's not going to be. Look, dude, that movie's great. That movie's so full of ridiculousness and it balanced perfectly. No way you can make that recipe twice.
Are you serious? Do you know what directors are out here now? Did you not see Extinction? Or Extraction, I mean?
Ripping someone's face off and putting it on somebody.
Give $100 million and that to Michael Bay and a Netflix blank check. I promise you, you'll have 2 hours of wild ass entertainment. You'll
have 2 hours of explosions that make no sense.
Like Face Off didn't have explosions. Are you serious?
It's like the original.
It was perfect. That movie shouldn't have worked, but it was perfect, and that's by accident. Probably.
John Woo, baby. No, it was not by accident. That was John Woo.
Who would you put in it? Who would you put in the new version, though? Is the question. Who would you put in the new version?
Boyega. I want to see Boyega do some shit. Boyega and Kaluuya. Why not?
That would be interesting.
Boyega and Kaluuya. There.
I feel like they're both
the same class.
Too serious of actors.
No. Boyega's a clown. Are you serious?
Travolta and Cage are kind of like.
I mean, Castor Troy is a special kind of freaky person. Castor Troy was like out there, man. 2 gold guns. It was just so stylized and so.
No, Kaluuya plays Sean Archer, plays the Travolta part, and then you have Boyega's a clown. Boyega, he has fun. I can totally see him going all Castor Troy. He'd have fun with that. I'm probably the only person who saw Pacific Rim 2 or whatever, or Uprising, but I saw that shit in the theater. Uprising, and he's having a ball in that. Boyega has fun. He would kill that.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna do my second film since we have a hard out coming up. My film is going to be taking this one off the board. Of course, it's Tropic Thunder. Yeah. I'm just a dude playing the dude, another dude, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. It's funny. I've been very close to rewatching it over the past month. It's come up a couple times in the podcast. Look at this key art. It's great. And people wonder, could you make this film today? And I think you probably could but you have to, it'd be a lot more incisive and sharp. But the whole premise behind this film still works even kind of today because they were making fun of people who, the Scarlett Johanssons, if you will, who are like, I deserve to play anything. They make fun of that type of character. They take the piss out of it, as the Brits would say. I enjoyed it thoroughly, hardly offended, very funny, and a great Tom Cruise fat suit dance performance, I might add. That was hilarious.
Another little key part of that was the trailers, as they're going through right here, the trailers of other movies that the Downey Jones, that his character was in, and then that the Ben Stiller character were in. Like, that was one of the best parts of the movie as well.
Yeah, all the meta stuff. So yes, this is quite the movie about making movies, and McConaughey. Yeah, wow, this thing really was stacked. I need to rewatch it. It's done. Yes, blackface never a look, but when considering what this movie was trying to do, it really is. It really had some points to make. Good Lord.
Yeah,
You definitely have to clean up some of the dialogue, but I can totally see this being redone.
Yeah, I was going to say they did sort of lean into the blackface thing as far as like being aware that it was a thing. It wasn't just them sort of blindly using it and thinking it was okay. There was some cognizance and some commentary on it.
Yeah, it wasn't like someone going to a Halloween party or something. Like, no, yeah. G Nice, any thoughts on Tropic Thunder?
Yeah. Look, it's super funny. It's super funny. There's a ton of talent. I never need to see it again.
All right, fair enough. Your next film number 2.
It's one of those movies where you watch and it's funny and you get it and you're in on the joke. It makes me uncomfortable, right? But it's, I don't know. Anyway, okay.
That was Hater. Look at Hater. Baby Hater.
That was hate?
No, Hater.
No.
Bill Hader. Baby Hater.
Not you being a hater.
I mean, I will be a hater, but that wasn't what I said. Okay, so I am torn because Adaptation was on mine too, but I knew that was going to be taken. I'm torn because I want to say 3 other movies all for one. So I will say, I'll just say, I'll go with, I don't want to go with that. I'll go with Get Shorty.
All right, well done. On my list, of course, mostly because I'm a fan of the TV show. The TV show is incredible.
Yeah, TV show was good. TV show was strangely good and it went a totally different way.
Yeah.
But Get Shorty, so here's the thing. There was like a time in my life where I was like hardcore Elmore Leonard and would read everything. And this was sort of back in the time.
Only a time?
I mean, now books, if they don't have pictures in them, I'm not going to read it. Greg Rucka is a comic book writer, my friend. But like it's just a great book. And I thought they really did. I love Renee Russo. I'm not sure why.
No. You don't need a reason. She's very lovable. I love her.
This is one of those movies which was like a lot. When they make Elmore Leonard stuff, oftentimes they sort of overdo it. They're like, oh, these characters are so cool. And they make them super cool. And it stops being like effective. But I thought this was very muted. Travolta, who I go back and forth on, I thought he was particularly good.
That's why you love Renee Russo.
No, it's because what's that movie she did with Pierce Brosnan?
Thomas Crown Affair. Yes, we all fell in love with her.
With the weird silky dress or whatever. That's a great scene.
Yeah.
But I thought this is really well done. I thought Travolta's cool. I thought DeVito was good. I thought Russo was great. I mean, I thought this was just nicely done, consistent. Like they did. It was just. I'm a big fan of this movie. This is the kind of movie you watch it over and over again. And like Travolta's legitimately cool in this.
Yeah, he like you said, he jumps the shark periodically with his performances and what's that?
Battlefield Earth.
Yeah, like he can go back and forth, but he was good in this. I don't love this movie, but I understand why people love it.
Yeah, I respect it. I liked it fine.
You like Be Cool better?
Yeah, I did.
Really?
I like this one better.
Most Def.
Yeah, I like this one better.
Most Def in Be Cool? No, he's not. Andre's in Be Cool.
Yeah, Andre. But it's F. Gary Gray, right? And they have the minis. They have the Mini Coopers doing the chase.
And the rocks in it. Yeah.
Through the subway or whatever.
Yeah, I thought that book, Be Cool, the book is so good. And the movie I thought was whatever.
So you made the classic mistake. You read the book first.
All right, KG, what's your final film? No honorable mentions.
So I got it.
We're doing honorable mentions. I just told you I had 3 I'm not using.
There's so many on here, but I gotta do Hollywood Shuffle.
Oh, that is wrong.
Better start Googling, Greg. Better start Googling.
That is just wrong. I actually saved that for last. Yeah, that is wrong. I mean,
there were actually a few. I didn't even.
That is fucked up. I am so angry right now.
I almost didn't. I almost
play the game, KG.
It almost wasn't even on my list because
I know it wasn't on your list. No way, this is on your list. Stop that.
But but I almost wasn't gonna have it on my list because I was sure that we'd taken off, and I was looking and I'm just like, I got to take it off. It's
Oh, that's so
obviously
wrong. I was not worried about either one.
why
of
would
guys.
why would you rope a dope with Hollywood Shuffle? Like that's absurd.
Because I didn't think either.
He doesn't respect our cinematography, our cinema knowledge. I mean, he doesn't respect our cinema libraries.
I'm so frustrated. I know you guys know it, but I didn't think you'd pick it. I'm annoyed.
Great movie. Obviously, Robert Townsend paid for this on credit cards. It was all about his struggle of being frustrated, playing slaves and thugs. And, you know, there's like the sketch element to it, has a ton of amazingly talented cast members. I'll let G Nice take it from here since
I'm so annoyed. So annoyed. God, this sucks. Nothing I have is better than this. This is such a good movie. It's so ridiculous, but it's so much fun. I love the fact that it's the same actors in every, you know what I mean? Like every little sketch is great. Every little sketch is ridiculous. It's just funny. It's one of those, because it, like, the movie's super cheesy. Like, the moral's super heavy. And at the end of the day, it's like this wrap up. But it's still so good. I don't care at all. You know what I mean? It's just, it's just so good. I remember the first time he did the Rambro, I was dying of laughter. It's just so good. My favorite is
Johnson. Currently, isn't she currently is she the WGA? No, she's the actor.
SAG president.
SAG president.
Yeah. And this woman
here, scene where he does the black and white, the scene where it's in black and white, and I don't mind doing the nasty with a stapler up my butt or whatever the line is, where they're sitting in the office. Remember, he's a detective. He's like, "Give him back my activator, man!" It's so good, so good. So good. Oh, Kevin, you suck.
Go ahead, Kevin. What are you gonna say about Helen Martin?
Oh no, she's just like everybody's mama. Like, all these people had such storied careers, you know, some before and after this. It was just a great launching pad. It was such a statement because what, 87?
Yeah, super early.
Just a classic sort of pillar for Black Hollywood, certainly, and for independent.
Well played. We're gonna keep it moving.
And it was good, right? It was good. It was like he did it with not a lot of money. He figured it all out, and it was like this high quality movie. Even though you knew the budget wasn't there, you knew the products. I mean, the production was different, but it was just like, it's still like to this day, it's still a good movie.
Eddie Murphy saw this and then had Townsend direct Raw, the stand-up.
That's right. That is the story. All right. So while Greg cries in his beer over there, I'm going to do my final film, and it is The Disaster Artist.
Oh God!
I don't think I saw this.
That thing is hysterical. I don't care what you say. Franco going off Franco.
Oh, this is the one about the billboard guy.
About Tommy Wiseau. Yeah, it's just so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Just so ridiculous. I enjoyed it. I saw it in the theater. Enjoyed it mightily. Laughed throughout. I mean, it is about, you know, the infamous guy who basically had some money, not a ton of money, but had some money and decided he wanted to be a movie star. And so he, you know, like you said, he ran out a billboard promoting himself and his little homemade movie or whatever. And it's routinely known as one of the worst movies ever theatrically released. Can't remember how he got it released, but he got released. It's terrible. And the real life guy, this guy Tommy Wiseau, is a real person. He actually has like a small part in this as well, and is still notoriously proud of his awful movie, even though it's known for awfulness. It's wild. And the accent in this is a very weird, peculiar accent. Everything looks terrible. And Franco really challenged this. I don't think he won the Oscar for this, did he? He got nominated.
No.
He definitely got nominated for an Oscar, but I don't think he won it for this. But yeah, Tommy Wiseau in The Disaster Artist. Terrible, great movie about a terrible actor in a terrible movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard great things. Boom.
You've heard great things.
All right, what's the thing, Gina?
I feel like, no, look, I feel like.
Have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie?
Yes, I've seen the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, first of all, yes, I will talk about something I haven't seen. That's true. But I have seen this movie. Thank you very much. I went into this movie not knowing what it was. So I just watched it like a regular movie.
Oh, you poor
And
thing.
if you don't have context, you're like, what the fuck is this? And then sort of like the people around us in the theater were dying of laughter, just loving every second. And me and Lana were like, what is this shit we're watching? And it wasn't until after the fact that we were like, oh, did you ever actually watch the original?
I couldn't do it. My life's too precious.
But you're gonna watch this, but you wouldn't watch the actual original?
No, that's 90 minutes of your life you can't get back.
But it's probably hilarious, right? Anyway, I thought it was weird. I thought it was weird, but I didn't have the context. After I got the context, I was like, oh, that would have been better if I watched it that way, but I'll never watch it again.
Fair.
I do think it's cool when you got to play with his brother, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Franco boy, the Franco boys, Dave and James. One far less problematic than the other. All right, so what's your final film, G Nice?
Oh, I mean, I abstain. No, I'm just kidding. I abstain.
Fine, take a slide, Kevin. No, I was kidding.
You should have gone with that first, man. That's your number one pick.
I honestly, I feel like I judged this pretty well. I did not see that coming. I'm frustrated.
This is the most broken up G Nice has been in the history of this podcast.
I am like devastated. Okay, I'm gonna go with Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights is one of those movies that if it's on, I'll probably watch it. It's kind of ridiculous and totally over the top.
But well played.
Well done.
Predictable, well played.
Wait, I'm predictable?
It's a predictable pick. I was actually going to do this, but I missed it on my list. Like it's on my list, but I didn't get far high enough. Otherwise, I would have picked it. It's a predictable choice.
Wait a minute.
Welcome to Normcore. Welcome to Normcore.
What?
Dad. Welcome to Daddington Island.
And I'm only saying Boogie Nights because Kevin stole from me.
Go ahead, Dad.
You would have been on time.
Daddington.
Said, how's the truck?
Yeah. I had to go with Bowfinger first. Was that on your list too?
Bowfinger, you should not have. You should have waited.
Was that on anyone's list?
No one had Bowfinger.
I had Bowfinger. I had Bowfinger, Tropic Thunder, The Player, Boogie Nights, Disaster Artist, Get Shorty, and State and Maine. That was my list.
I have State and Maine too. I didn't do Mammoth.
Yeah.
So this is a great movie. It's fun. It's ridiculous. It's over the top. It's cool. There's great performances. My favorite part of this whole movie is when they're doing the weird like ninja cuts where they're like pretending to be ninjas and they're doing their own films.
Yes, the Chester.
Yeah, that is ridiculously so. That is always consistently funny to me. There's tons of really good performances. Just even small, like Philip Seymour Hoffman's part is super good, super small. I just think it's a good movie.
Yeah, outstanding cast. Don Cheadle. Actually, Don Cheadle was on Bill Simmons' podcast recently talking about it. And
about stereos.
What's that?
He's got his whole thing about stereos.
Oh yeah, Buck. And he was like a super kind of lo-fi. You could tell. I guess this was Paul Thomas Anderson's first real film. I guess Hard Eight might have come before this, but this one he actually had a little bit of a budget behind it. But he said that he always knew what he wanted, and you could tell even then that Paul Thomas Anderson was gonna wreck shop. So yeah, this is a great film. I enjoyed it. I haven't seen it in a long time. I need to rewatch it.
I'll say this: I did not love this movie because a lot of the characters are really dumb. And I don't like which I think most people find endearing and humorous in the film. It's solid. Burt Reynolds with his comeback was great.
Yeah,
but a lot of the characters are dumb, and I don't like to watch that. That's all.
Fair. Fair. All right, since you're gonna do it anyways, real quick, your honorable mentions, real quick.
I'll do one honorable mention, which I thought would come off the board. My Name is Dolomite.
Oh my God! How do we miss that?
Eddie Murphy. I didn't do it because it's probably been talked about on the podcast.
It was actually Marty loved that movie. My friend from Scotland. Yeah, he was loved Dolomite.
It great performance by Eddie. If you know the Dolomite history, it's even more fun to sort of get into the weeds with that stuff. This guy and his passion to make movies, even though the movies Dolomite was making were not technically sound or well crafted pieces of cinema, they were cult classics, and Eddie did a great job. Fun movie, inspiring for you. If you've got dreams to do something bigger, that's your movie.
The Tyler Perry of his time. All right, what's your honorable mention, G Nice?
Well, I would say again, State and Maine is super clever. And then the other one I was gonna say was Barton Fink.
Oh, I forgot about that one. I saw that in high school. Wow.
John Turturro is incredibly good in that movie, and not a ton happens.
Yeah, I all remember it being very weird, and he had this thing with his old school typewriter, and
His wallpaper keeps coming down.
yeah, it felt very kind of like Edgar Allan Poe-ish.
Yeah, it's all about writer's block. He's really, really good in it. It's very Cohen, right? It's very like, I don't even know. Half the stuff they do, it doesn't really make sense.
All right. We'll bring this segment to a close.
I'm depressed with what happened. Just for the record, that's.
And we're gonna take a quick
Let's do it
break
again.
to let the audience catch up with how to play the draft stream game and let G Nice collect his feelings. We'll be right back after this short message. And we're back with no shortage of drama. Anyways, all right, we're at the part for the quarantine movie of the week. All three of us, even you, G Nice. And
Wait, I thought we were going to go back over and redo it so I could do it right and start with Hollywood Shuffle. I thought that's what we were doing right now.
no, we are not doing this. Our quarantine
This is
movie.
ridiculous.
Our quarantine movie of the week last week was Armageddon, as you can see. And by the time you all watch this podcast or listen to it on your favorite podcast outlet, we will have the new one up, which will be Clueless. The old Emma adaptation from, I believe, Amy Heckerling. Classic. Definitely elevated Alicia Silverstone into the hearts of many a young teenage and adolescent boy. Her share was pitch perfect airhead. She was socially smart, not necessarily book smart. And basically, it was a star-making role for her as a flighty Beverly Hills rich teen who goes and plays matchmaker to teachers and friends alike. Poor Brittany Murphy, R.I.P. She was excellent. This is Ty.
Oh, that's right.
You're a virgin who doesn't even drive. Great line.
Aren't they supposed to be remaking this?
They probably will. I don't even have a problem with it as long as the cast is similarly charismatic enough. This had, I mean, young Paul Rudd.
Kevin is going to tell you he doesn't like this movie because no one is smart.
Actually, no, I like this movie.
Well, Paul Rudd's character is smart.
They weren't. These people were just sort of like dingy, not like aggressively dumb.
Yeah.
Sure, not like ninjas who do porn.
Right.
Donald Faison was great. Woman, I still have a bad
Did
habit.
we lose it? Eduardo.
Oh, we
What?
may have lost Eduardo.
You guys can't hear me? Can't see me?
Oh, you disappeared
Back.
for a second.
Back.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm calling Comcast tonight. This is some bullshit. It's been acting up all week. Anyways, a good Donald Faison performance as
Burke.
Turk from Scrubs. Some people know. And Stacey Dash before she went to the dark side.
Whew.
Before she took a hard right to the dark side.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So great movie. This is your quarantine movie of the week. Tweet me your tweet length review at Play Cinema Draft, and share with me your love of Clueless as well. And this is the part where we go through a quick draft stream update. As you all can see, last week was great for your boy. Top 2 spots on the strength of P-Valley. Give it up for P-Valley and Katori Hall. Great debut. Enjoy the hell out of it. My 5 stack of P-Valley came through. Great value. 6,800. Got you 140 points. Excellent return on investment. Headliner stack at Close Enough. And headliners from Palm Springs, The 12, and Widow of Silence. Did either of you watch Palm Springs this weekend?
I did not. But it's on my list of things to watch. Did you see it?
I did. I enjoyed it. It's. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, millennials really think this is like the shit. They need to watch more Groundhog Day. But I really enjoyed it. It's smart, very clever, and this might be the big break Kristen Milioti needs to finally get more leading role stuff. She's excellent in this. I had no idea she was like. I mean, salty language doesn't bother me per se, but I mean, she's very she's got like a nice little bitter streak in her on this. I like it. very, very bitter because she's got like the whole kind of girl next door, innocent, doe-eyed look, but no, she's kind of bitchy in this. I like it.
Yeah, the trailer looks funny, looks fun. There's been a few takes on the Groundhog Day sort of template, but this one looks legit.
Yeah, no, it's fun. And Andy Samberg, he's good in this. I really enjoy it. And it has actually something to say about, going through life and what does life all mean, and does life mean anything if you have no one to share it with, So all that nice, sappy stuff. So that was a big part of my strategy this week or last week. And I also swept the low ball for good measure. And you all get to enjoy the benefits of that. I am rolling with the $10 low ball bonus into this week's prize pool. So we now have a $60 prize pool plus a $10 low ball bonus, $40 to first, $20 to second. Be on your P's and Q's, knock me out of the top spot. The 2 paying spots went to the Roan, Henry G, Off Times Cinema Draft podcast guest and enthusiast, and Ring Balls, who will be back in a few more weeks with another strategy-heavy Cinema Draft podcast appearance. All right, now this week we are covering 15 hot ones. Well, actually not so hot. We've got the Peacock making its debut. Yawn. Brave New World. I have very low expectations for this one, to be honest with you. I guess the premiere show this week will be The Alienist, Angel of Darkness, which is basically just the second season of The Alienist. Will be interesting to see how this gets scored up. I actually like The Alienist. Did either of you guys watch The Alienist the first time around?
No.
No? All right.
I did not.
Okay, there you go. I watched 9 of the 10 episodes. For some reason, I didn't end up finishing. Last week, I moved.
It looks like you have to concentrate to watch that.
A little bit, yeah. And it's one of those into the heart of darkness type of things where, it's very noir. I actually like the age it covers, like the Gilded Age, not covered very often, or the so-called Gilded Age, like late 1800s, and America's still kind of coming to grips with what it wants to be. Set in New York, though, so not a whole lot of slavery drama-ish, but bit of servant class stuff. But whatever. Anyways, it's pretty interesting. Like the predecessor to like Teddy Roosevelt back when he was New York City chief police commissioner. That's kind of interesting. They have a character playing him. This is the sequel to that. I think Psych also has a built-in audience. This is Psych 2, Lassie Come Home. Basically a TV movie. Way to come out the box, Peacock. Super compelling. Anyways, Peacock is the newest streaming service by NBC Universal. So if you are going to subscribe to Peacock, which I do believe is free, you can sit through some commercials. You get all your Suits content, your USA Blue Skies content.
Going in and out.
You're chopping up a little bit.
Side note, I'm reading Stacey Dash's Wikipedia page.
Wait, we're still stuck on Stacey Dash? No way.
I started reading her Wikipedia page.
Oh,
she goes,
yeah, that's a tragedy. That's a tragic way to happen. So this week, if you're looking for some good value, probably, and if you look at the talent pool, probably looking at, well, Dirt Music, it's cheap, but it's not going to perform well. So this is obviously going to be where you're going to base your lowball call sheet off of. Fatal Affair, I don't know, man. This is the one with Nia Long. We love Nia Long and Omar Epps, a black cast, but this is the one type of ones where you see the trailer and you've seen the entire movie. You've seen all you need to see. So I don't know about this one, but
I like Omar Epps. I'll watch him. I'll watch Nia Long.
I'll give it 30 minutes. This method's been very effective.
You watched The Disaster Artist, and you're gonna draw the line here.
No, but this is how it works. So I gave 30 minutes for Eurovision. I ended up loving it. I ended up watching the entire thing. Same thing with
hard to watch.
Have you seen Eurovision? That was bad.
I saw the first beginning. It was funny, but it was like a long sketch.
You need to watch that whole thing. It has some really good songs, actually. It's very campy, but I enjoyed it. This is definitely a 30-minute watch.
Has some good songs, you said?
No, for legit good songs. The final song that Rachel McAdams sings, actually some Icelandic pop singer sings, it's beautiful. I mean, honestly, it'll be up for some awards. I'm not even joking. Husavik. Anyways, so I don't have great hopes for this, but this could be like a Tyler Perry special. Tyler Perry did not direct this. This is who's this guy? I think Peter Sullivan, right? So I think he did another one with Omar Epps recently with Oh no, he's a. Oh, I guess he's a producer, first time director. Oh no, he's directing some stuff. Okay, Secret Obsession. Oh my God, so this is gonna be terrible. Yeah, Secret Obsession. I love me some Brenda's song. I love her. I actually this was a Stairmaster watch. Only reason why I got through this was because I was trapped in a Stairmaster. Only way I got through it. Terrible movie. So this is gonna be a terrible film. Probably gonna perform poorly. So I guess
that should be the next round. Should be top 3 Omar Epps movies. That should be the next Cinema Draft. Boom. You're welcome.
All right, we'll bring you back for that. That's fine. I think Kissing Game might get some traction because it's foreign drama, which has been kind of hot lately in the game. But it's Netflix. It can get lost. There's so much stuff that comes out on Netflix each week. You never know. So hopefully I'll hold my breath. Not really. That you guys will grace us with your presence this week in the Draft Stream game. For all you else who are definitely going to play, we look forward to your call sheets, which are due Thursdays, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Once again, come get this money. Y'all are all out of work or sheltering in place at home, whatever. Come get this money, damn it. Plus a $25 additional bonus, which was actually claimed once if you get a perfect call sheet or a perfect lowball call sheet. That did happen 2 weeks ago by the all-time Cinema Draft money leader, Gamble 24x7 G24. Well played. And also 3 max entries this week, so you can experiment a little. Damn it, go for a low ball, try to get the $10. Do 2 high ball ones. Go for what you know. And we'll bring this in for a landing. Everyone's got to go. Thanks for elevating the Cinema Draft podcast with your presence, gentlemen. KG, G Nice. We'll give.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Since you have to go first, this is the time when I usually ask you all to plug your ish. Anything to plug, G Nice?
No, wear your masks. Wear your masks, people. Wear your masks. For real, though. Seriously, I'm not making a joke.
Okay.
Because this is going to keep going if we don't wear our masks. So please wear your mask.
Fair enough. Wear your mask. Kevin, I guess, you kind of got some of it out of the way at the beginning, but congratulations on your new show on the C-Dub.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And in the meantime, if you're not wearing your mask, you should be inside. If you're inside, watch Dynasty Season 3 on Netflix.
Damn straight. Yeah. How many writing credits did you get this year?
I see what you did there.
I have my name on 10 of those over the 3 years. So
well done.
Watch them all.
Yeah, keep getting them checks, buddy. Yes, the working black writer. All right, and with that, we shall leave you. Normally, we would say go see a movie yourself.
Beat up in an alley or something.
What's that?
Little chopped and screwed, Eduardo.
I'm chopping and screwing it. Thank you for bearing with us on this very technically challenged episode of the Cinema Draft podcast. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. Quarantine with a movie or something, and we'll see you back here next week.